By the time Mike Cooper became CEO of Eurostar in March 2018, he'd already been in charge of buses, trams and trains across Europe for the travel firm Arriva, as well as being Chief Commercial Officer for the budget airline EasyJet. So he's been particularly well placed to see how travel trends have changed since the mid-1990s. Well, Eurostar carries a lot more passengers than it did back in the 90s. A whopping 200 million have chosen the train since 1994, and the company's keen to stress its environmental credentials, the sustainable benefits of high-speed rail. Well, that's something clearly very close to Mike Cooper's heart.
The sustainability agenda has been important for us now. For 12 years ago, we launched our Tread Lightly environmental programme. And as a result of that, if we look at our own personal carbon footprint, it's down by over 40%. So this is not something that's new, it's not tokenism from Eurostar. This is very much part of our brand and our DNA. So today we're launching a plastics-free train between London and Paris. And as you can see behind us here, we're determined to build on that. And as of January the 1st next year, for every single train that leaves any one of our stations, we'll be planting a tree. So that's up to 20,000 trees next year, and a continuation of that programme beyond that as well.
Like every boardroom across Europe at the moment is figuring out how to navigate the roller coaster of Brexit. What are you and your team thinking about at the moment as we get closer to yet another Brexit deadline?
I don't think it's good for consumer sentiment if there were no deal, so I hope, and I've spoken to the UK government about ensuring that doesn't happen. Who knows about the trickle-down effects in terms of the politics between London and the Élysée Palace in Paris. But no, we're well prepared, and we're as confident as we can be. Plastic-free, I think, is absolutely top of mind in terms of the consumer's consciousness. In the last year, we've removed over 500,000 plastic bottles from our business lounges around the network. And if I look forward in the programme that we have in place, we're going to be taking up to 3 million pieces of plastic out of the Eurostar network, which we think is important, and we think is a strong demonstration of what we stand for as a brand.
When Eurostar launched 25 years ago today, the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change had only recently been enforced. Now, with more people considering switching to the train from the plane, the Eurostar boss clearly sees sustainability as not just the right thing to do, but as a key way of beating competition from the airlines. He's keen to point out that a typical Eurostar journey between London and Paris emits 90% less greenhouse gas emissions than the same equivalent short-haul flight. It's a narrative proving increasingly popular with customers, and with yet another Brexit deadline on the horizon, perhaps promoting the cleaner, greener credentials of train travel will go some way to help Mike and his team to really Brexit-proof this most emblematic European business.